Hello, Larry again. This is my second video posting on YouTube, and this one's about my experience doing the San Pedro Cactus Ceremony and how it went, what I experienced, what I felt. Please join me, and if you enjoy this, please consider liking and subscribing. So, if you watched my first video, the lady that did the Reiki, she was a Reiki master, and she did the Reiki healing on me. She also provided and hosted the cactus ceremony, San Pedro Cactus, the drink for the ceremony experience. Probably 6 months after my first Reiki experience or so. And um, so got that scheduled and showed up. Uh, I was the only guy, which I would learn to be in future ceremonies. I would learn to know that I was probably the only guy in most of these ceremonies, with the exception of larger groups that there may be one or two others. So I got used to that, or being, you know, come to terms or kind of have a comfort level with the now. But as time goes on, and especially more recent ceremonies that I've done, there are starting to be more guys involved that are on their enlightenment path. So, which is very good to see. Um, so we let me back up a little bit. So she let us all know that a week prior, try to figure out what you need to work on, let go of for the ceremony. Just think about that for the previous week, and make sure you bring that with you. So did that. I did fast for 24 hours so that your body's kind of clear. Um, the drink, the cactus, San Pedro, would, really um, be enhanced, the effects and the feeling of it. So did that, showed up, and met one of the gals that was already there. Another gal that I'd met at a previous, I believe, a Reiki, another, actually the Reiki one class that I took, she was there also, along with two other gals. So it was about five of us total, and then the Reiki master host of the ceremony. So arrived uh, in the room. She had the altar set up with the cactus drink ready. We brought mementos, or things that um, meant a lot to us, that we cherish. So we brought those pictures, or crystals, whatever it was that each of us individually brought and put on the ceremony altar. So I got settled in, cleared the space, cleared the space with sage and everything, and started the first round of drinks. Now, I've drank quite a bit of stuff in my time. Most of it doesn't taste that good. Um, but as far as the cactus ceremony and the San Pedro cactus, it's like dirt water, and um, it was tolerable. Granted, it was nothing that I would choose, but I was able to drink it down each round without a problem. But some of the other gals, it took them a while to get it down. So first round, went around. Um, yeah, everybody's kind of getting loosened up. Um, it's kind of a truth serum. Now that I've been through it, um, allows you to relax and bring up whatever you feel you need to bring up, let go of or release. So first round, everybody loosened up. Second round, as everybody kind of went around the circle, wanted to it started opening up. There were a few tears, um, second round. And then the third round, one of the first gals across from me brought something up, and it triggered me. It hit me hard. And I thought I knew what I needed to work on uh, from childhood. And wow, it really kind of set me back. And two of the other gals, after her, so the second, third, um, each said something that drove it home even more. And I was floored. I was, wow. Um, this is what I'm here to work on, let go of, and release. So after the gal next to me finished, I think I uttered a noise. It wasn't even a word. And I just broke down and started crying. And I couldn't get my words out. I couldn't get a sentence out. It took me probably what seemed like minutes. It was probably 30 seconds, maybe a minute at the most. It took me a while to get my composure back and stop crying, or at least crying enough where I could get a few words out and in between being choked up and let it go, at least let it out. And went around, continued the circle, along with the kind of the truth serum in a cup, which to me that's what it felt like. It really brought down the walls, not only for me but everyone there. And again, kept sharing around the circle, um, and then we kind of broke up and went to isolated places. Whether it's in the backyard, uh, just to gather our thoughts, kind of make notes, journal a little bit, go in the other room or in the corners, just by ourselves, and um, just think about or whatever comes to mind. If there's anything else that comes up, so after that, I don't know, it's 10, 15 minutes or so. We all came back, gathered around, and I believe we had another 1 to 2 rounds of drinks. Um, Still some tears around the circle, um, and it wound up coming around the fourth time. There was still some left, and me and another gal were the only takers for the fourth one. We're like, hey, I'm here for, if there's anything else, let's go. Let's do this. And we did a fourth round. Um, that experience was, um, for someone that's usually quiet, to myself, always observing, um, just holding back unless I have something really important to bring up in a group or a meeting, whether it's personal or business or at work. I'm usually pretty much reserved and just kind of studying the room, people, and the topic. But this was a huge eye opener where that veil came down, and wow, it was like the floodgates. There was no like mental limitation or, hey, you need to tone this down or say this way or that way. That way it's more receptive, or you won't offend anybody. Um, that wasn't the case in this setting. It was an eye opener, and the feelings at the towards the end of the ceremony, and even when we went out and did our isolation time and journaled, anything that came to mind, that again, kind of a euphoric feeling. Senses were heightened again, similar to kind of the Reiki healing after, um, that this blissful feeling again, enjoying the moment and the love and the light in that home, in that circle, in the ceremony, was just phenomenal. A feeling that a feeling that I would search for over and over, over and over and over again throughout the next, 4 or 5 years up until now. The uh, Towards the end, she actually had us all pick a tarot, just a random deck, just kind of go through and pick out a tarot card. And I think it was Kuan Yin, if I remember right. I think. And we went through and each of us talked about what the card we pull each individually pulled kind of felt and how it resonated with us and what it meant to us. So eventually we closed. This is probably 4 or 5 hours later at least. It was almost midnight, and we broke the fast. We all kind of It was kind of a potluck, and everybody brought something, which was very yummy. Um, Little did I know that there was someone that was in the group in the ceremony that wasn't that comfortable with a guy being there. Um, I didn't know that in the beginning. Well, in the very beginning, it was brought up, but at the end of it, the gal, um, I don't know if it was she observed me just breaking down and letting go and releasing whatever I needed to work on and bring to the ceremony. That helped her, but that that feeling of love and acceptance by her really meant a lot to me. That there was nothing to worry about with a guy being there or a man being in the ceremony. Um, but I didn't I didn't hold back. I let go of what hit me, what I didn't know that I was supposed to let go of, uh, that I was being triggered by as all the gals kind of went around the room and came around to me. Um, it was an amazing first ceremonial experience that I had um, doing the San Pedro Cactus Ceremony. And again, it's another experience that I would highly recommend to anybody. Um, it's I never really felt nauseous or anything like that during the ceremony. I don't know that anyone else did, but the taste was a little difficult to palate on the drink. So, um, just to kind of close out at the end of it, we all hugged each other, said goodbye, went about our way. Uh, Again, that leaving leaving the home and going home was really like another kind of detachment, you know, my brain from the body, my spirit from the physical. It was kind of talk myself through my motor functions to drive my car, what to do. I got to turn here. I got to stop here. I got to go here. Um, and that uh, enlightened feeling, that kind of a euphoric feeling, stayed with me until the next day. And again, in each of these, whether it's a personal healing or a ceremonial set group setting that I've been in, it is just a nut. It just takes me up a notch each time I go through one of these experiences, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. It was very highly beneficial for me, and I again, I continue to build on those experiences that I've been fortunate enough to join in on through acquaintances or just through just randomly. Hey, I'm going to make a phone call and I'm going to figure this out, or I'm determined to do this. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, there's nothing to worry about in any type of spiritual ceremony. Again, you have to want it. It has to be something you want and you desire to know more, know yourself, because again, all the answers are inside of you, not outside of you. And these ceremonies and these healings like this help bring that out. Thank you for listening. Again, if you liked what I had to say, please like and subscribe.